Hello iCloners, this is Panta with the second part of Pimp Up Your Old G5 Clothes. This time we'll talk about the specular map and what it does. Also, one of you asked about the bump channel and what that does, and we'll also cover that quickly. So we left it off that this girl managed to get these parts of her coat to come out a little bit using our displacement map, and we will find out today how we can also, playing with the specular map, get this sort of effect. In other words, to have certain parts reflect at different levels. Basically, the easiest way of doing this is to work off the same project that got us our displacement map. So let's go into our 2D editor, and really all I did here was to darken the background, so the main part of the coat, and to give different colors to the parts that need to have a different reflection. The principle of a displacement map is very similar to a weight map. The only difference is that here black means no reflection and white means complete reflection. So all I did was to give the buttons and the buckle full reflection, and the belt and the shoulders, the pockets, these other areas a little bit less. What I get when I do that is a map that I can load in the same way in the specular channel, and once it loads up I need to apply the effects that affect the specular channel. So we're talking about glossiness, and I've seen that somewhere around 300 some in this case, and maybe 50 or 60 glossiness, something in that range, like that. Well, of course you can spend more time than this to really tweak it and find what you're looking for, but that already gives me this sort of effect, which is kind of nice. You can see the belt is shinier or reflects more than the rest of the leather, and this of course allows for some very interesting lighting effects. As usual, this of course can be applied to any sort of clothing or prop, or even the face, the lips maybe, it can be glossy. Keep in mind that if we look into our 2D editor, the more extreme the difference between the bright parts and the dark parts, the more extreme the effect as well. Another thing that is affected by the specular channel is also the reflection, which in this case I don't think I will use. And also, of course, this reflection channel, which takes up a lot less memory and could be useful in this case. As you can see, it affects only the areas that the specular map defined. So maybe, well, that could be an interesting effect, although I don't like it. But something like that would be good, I suppose. So this is how we get something very similar to this. I made a different map for this character, as a matter of fact, a little bit more precise. The bump map. Basically, these two, displacement and bump, work together. Think of it like this. I think the easiest way to look at it. Displacement actually pulls something out, so it actually moves it, or displaces it. The bump is the detail. So when these two work together, they are linked. The easiest way to do it, kind of rough and quick, is like this, and simply when you load your displacement map, you also double it. It gets sent also to the bump channel. If you have any more questions or suggestions, please send them my way, and I'll try to address them if I can. And again, hope it helps, and keep iCloning.